Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Michael, and in this video, I'm going to be announcing the winners of the video marketing agency program. In my last video last week, I actually promised 5 lucky winners that actually posted a comment under my video. And I said it should be a great comment, should be a great question. So I selected the 5 people where I think that they actually deserve winning the video marketing agency program. But how this works is right now I will announce the winners right here. I will read their question and I will answer it. Plus, I will also go through a few more questions that people asked under this video that I made last week, because surprisingly, there were a lot of good questions there, okay? So that's what I'm gonna be doing in this video. This is an official episode of Ask Michael, so be sure to check it out right now. And how this will work is, once I actually announced you, once I read your name in this video right here, you can actually jump straight to my Facebook, give me your email, and I will hook you up with the course. So I will hook you up with it. You will get like an email from our website or whatever, and we'll have like a link or something where you can actually sign up for the program. So be sure to do that. You will find the link to the actual Facebook page where you have to message me to my fan page in the description of this video right here. Okay, so let's get straight into it. So the first winner of the video marketing agency right here is Play My Harp. I congratulate you. I really appreciate you. Because you've also been on my live stream and stuff. I see you, so I just want you to know that. And what she says is, yes, excited to watch this. My question is, what big struggles have you overcome to become successful in what you do? So that's a great question right here. And some people already asked me this question and stuff. What are the hardest struggles and stuff that I had to overcome in order to become successful in what I'm basically doing right now, right? So, and the thing is, the answer that I always give to this question basically is that there's not really like one main particular thing that I had to do or that I had to overcome in order to become successful. It's more like the sum of like thousands of different things that happen throughout the process and throughout my path to becoming successful in what I do, that I had to overcome. More like little things, a lot of it, because you have to understand, when you come from a background that's not really privileged and stuff, and that's not rich or anything. So you have to basically, you're not born into that mindset and stuff. So you're not like the child of like a billionaire or something, okay? So when you go out there at a very young age, you have to make sure that you develop your mindset, that you develop your mind into the right direction early on, by reading books, by learning stuff, by having mentors, by having all these kinds of stuff, right? So it takes time, it's a process, and it's not really one thing. So along the way, there's a lot of stuff that happens where you have to make a decision, okay? And then you always have to listen to your gut, and you have to look at what are your actual goals, and then you have to look at, in a specific situation, what's the right decision to make, right? Is it yes or no? Should you do something or should you not do something, okay? And then you just have to listen to yourself and believe in yourself, and that's the best way to do it, okay? So I hope I answered your question right here. Be sure to get your copy of the video marketing agency program, and let's just jump straight to the next question right here. So the next winner right here is George, and also hit me up on Facebook, and he said, just discovered your channel a couple days ago. I've looked in the past in similar content, and most of them seem complete bullshit, which is actually true. So I'm really curious and intrigued about your content. My question is, if you have any expertise at something, but you are not that big of a fan of practicing it permanently as a source of your income, how do you go about to take an advantage of it to profit through other ways? Example, you are very knowledgeable graphic design, but you just do not enjoy the process of doing so, or you simply just can't for health reasons, okay? How do you use the skill set and knowledge you have without putting it to practice for more than an extended period of time. So the question that George is basically asking right here is, how do you go about it when you have expertise or skills in a specific area or whatever, and you want to like kind of start a business around it, but you don't really want to do like the day-to-day manual labor tasks when it comes to this stuff. So he says, for example, with graphic design, I guess what you basically mean is, how can you, for example, run a graphic design company or something without doing graphic design on your own, okay? And what kind of like weirding me out a little bit with that question is that part where you say, where you bring an example and you say you are very knowledgeable at graphic design, but you just do not enjoy the process of doing so, or you simply just can't for health reasons, okay? So these two things are very different. I mean, there's a difference between just not wanting to do something because you think you have your time is worth more doing something else. For example, if you're a graphic designer, but you're a better manager and stuff, so you can just manage a graphic design company and take care of the people and stuff, and manage or bring in sales and create revenue for the company rather than doing graphic design on your own, or you have actual health issue and can't do something, okay? So if that's your question with like health issues and stuff and you can't do something, you should take care of your health first before you get into business and pursue entrepreneurship or something like this, okay? Other question, if you actually, okay, there's two ways, right? So if you think that you have the potential to actually just be a manager, outsource all the tasks with employees and stuff, and basically just run a company with, for example, graphic designers and stuff, then you can just go for it, right? Most of the time, though, what you also have to consider, you have to make sure this doesn't come out of a position of laziness, right? So let's say you're a good graphic designer, but you don't want to do it because you're too lazy or something to do it, then it's probably not going to work anyways, because then you probably will also not be able to manage a lot of people, okay? Thank you so much for the question. Next person right here is Dan Yang. I hope I pronounced it right. Be sure to go to my Facebook, get your video marketing agency course. He says, I am 16 years old and do the SMA, social media marketing agency thing, okay? I am in the health industry, gyms and car industry, dealership. I would greatly appreciate if you could expand my knowledge from your valuable contents. I'm very ambitious and dedicated, and my goal by the end of 2018 is to make $30,000 a month. The question is, what is your why? Okay, so first of all, $30,000 a month at 16 years old. I wish I had these kind of great goals when I was 16 years old, but I did not have these goals back then, unfortunately. So congrats on that, for one. And for two, to answer your question, what is my why? Funnily, that's also a question a lot of people ask me, to be honest. And my why, I think that the whole discussion when people say you have to, when motivational speakers, for example, say you have to know your why, or you have to do it for this one thing, like for your family, for whatever reason, right? I think it's a little bit too simplified, like people trying to break it down to like one thing that you do everything for. There's like this one why. I kind of think like that you always kind of have a why, but it just changes over time. So let's, for example, right, when I first started out in business, it sounds weird and dumb, but the why back then was simply to make some money, like to actually be able to live a certain lifestyle, right? So that was the main why. It wasn't like some esoteric big ass thing right there that's like super huge or whatever, and or super emotional or whatever. It was just basically get your business off the ground and start to make some money so your life gets better, right? So over time, though, it changes, right? So right now, my why is not just to make some money to live, because obviously that's I already achieved that years ago, okay? My goal now is, or my why now is, to serve as many people as possible in this industry right here with knowledge on how to start their own business, and provide them with the best service possible with, for example, software and stuff like this. So that's one why, or one thing that I want to accomplish, right? So if you're searching for some esoteric, weird thing that should be my why or something, then I gotta disappoint you, because I don't have that, okay? I'm a very practical guy, okay? So next question right here comes from Andrew. and congrats on the VMA. And he is asking, hey Michael, how do you go about obtaining the first client? By the way, he's talking about the video marketing agency thing, okay? That's what it's all about right here. Last video I made, how to make $10,000 a month easily, the easiest way in 2018 to accomplish that. And in my opinion, it's by doing a video marketing agency, okay? So first client, when you have no history established, that doesn't matter. History doesn't matter with this method, okay? Please, would love the chance to try this course. Selling something that only has 3% is pretty shitty, but of course, to some degree, you always have top percentage of success while others fail. Otherwise, we'd all be rich. So his question regarding the video marketing agency program, or the starting a video marketing agency, which is very hot right now, is he's concerned if you don't have any history or something. Meaning if you never had any clients, if you never had any business, if you have never made any money whatsoever. And I can promise you there's absolutely no issue here. You don't need a history or anything. This program is 100% perfect for starters. You do not need any previous experience. It's really, really not that hard, okay? So next question right here, and I think it's the last one, comes from Roberto's, and he is asking, awesome video, thank you so much. Nice to see something different other than social media marketing, so Shopify, Amazon, etc. I think so too. I'd love to know and learn more about this. My question is, how difficult or easy would it be to scale this business? That's a great question, guys. That's a great question when it comes to the video marketing agency, okay? How hard it is to scale this business, to automate and run itself, and a realistic timeline for the process, okay? So let me answer this question in steps, okay? In parts, okay? So the first question is asking how to scale it up, basically, when you run a video marketing agency, and how long would that process take, okay? So let me give you some numbers, okay? Let's say you start a video marketing agency from scratch and you never had any experience or whatsoever, right? You started from scratch, you get your first month, okay? You get your first, let's just make it very low. The number's very low and bad, okay? Like 2 clients, okay? So that would be, if you have a lower paying client for $1,000, that would be $2,000, okay? So let's just say, basically, what you also have to understand, an agency like that, since it's recurring income, it automatically scales. It's not like a drop shipping store or something where you start at 0 revenue every single month. It's actually recurring, so it automatically has a scale thing to it, so that makes it scale already, okay? So $2,000 the first month, and next month do the same thing, just do the same thing. Keep doing it if you're a beginner for a few months. So let's say after 3 months, you have an income of $6,000 with the agency, okay? So what happens then, now you already know, this is definitely possible to get to this level with not even that much effort, and even with bad luck and something and stuff. Everyone should be able to get at least 2 clients per month, you know? That would take a few months, okay? And what you can simply then do, which is also included in the program, you will learn how to set up your own site, your own agency site, and also set up the whole Facebook ads and run ads to your own agency and retarget people who've been on your site, and basically do everything fully automated online and stuff, and do it more like in an automated way. And also hire VAs, virtual assistants and stuff, who manage the orders for you. So in the beginning, you probably will still do everything yourself, but once you've found out how to do that, you will give it to a virtual assistant, right? Once you did that, this will save you time that you can invest into actually creating revenue for your company. You also have to understand, people who increase the top line, meaning the revenue of your business, are always the most important people in your business. The people who just manage the manual labor, the daily tasks, and can easily be replaced are not the most important people in the business. So you should try to outsource that as soon as possible, guys, okay? So that was one part of the question. The next part is, and also how easy is it to get started if you're saying there isn't any startup costs required? Yes, as I already said, it's 100%. You can basically go out there and get your first few clients for free. You don't even have to pay for any software or anything like this. There is a software that we offer with the VMA, with the video marketing agency, which is like $60 a month, which is nothing, even compared to like when you get your first client, pays you like $1,000 minimum. then it's already worth getting the software or something. I actually have a specific offer running pretty soon where you can get the software for free basically, but you have like a limited version or something that will give you time to get your first few clients and then actually start paying for the software. Okay, there's also some great questions right here on YouTube. That's why I'm going to answer some of them also, so be sure to check this out. One person is asking right here, hey Michael, I hope all is well. My question is, would you say this program is like social media marketing but with less work? What are the main pros and cons with this program versus social media marketing? Well, I mean, the only thing that's kind of similar to social media marketing is how you get, not really, to be honest, not like other people are teaching, like how to get the clients, but you get it all, it's all online based if you want to do it that way. So there's not really, it's different than a social media marketing agency and stuff. And it's also different because it's kind of like a different thing in general. Like it's like SEO and like it counts more as search engine optimization rather than like social media marketing or something. So it is kind of different. Only thing that's kind of similar basically is that it's an agency and that the business model and the payment model and stuff is kind of similar, how everything works. Okay. Michael right here is asking, cool photos on the wall. Who is the photographer? That's my question. Do I win? Unfortunately, I made the video. I decided who is going to win before I did the whole thing where I read every question right here. So unfortunately, you did not win. Who is the photographer of the picture right there? I actually don't know. So I'm really sorry about that I disappointed you twice right now. But I still hope you like my videos and you keep watching them, and be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, another question right here is, and it comes from Lucas Bruce, and he's asking, hey Michael, I've been following you for 3 years now. That's great, actually. Then you're really an old subscriber. You know, there's not too many people around that have been following me for that long, okay? My question is an entrepreneur wannabe. I am having a problem to target on one thing to focus on to succeed. As a result, I become bad at many things. How do you set your goals and apply effective effort on social media marketing or video marketing agency, and how to automate the things so you can probably focus on other things after the business work? Okay, if that's your problem, you shouldn't be thinking about automating actual business processes and stuff like this. You should just get your stuff together and actually go out there and get some cash coming in, okay? Because you have to pull the trigger. You know, you can't just sit there and study and read and stuff. You really need to go out there and just pull the trigger, even if you do something wrong. But you need to get something to happen. You need to make a sale somehow. You know, I remember back then, if I didn't make my first sale on Fiverr, which was just $5, I would have probably never made it on the internet. You know, I've probably never sit here right now, okay? All right, next question. Would you pick and move if your heart told you to, and if you live where you live, there were less opportunity? Yes, of course. If I think I gotta move somewhere, I gotta move somewhere. You know, I gotta be where I gotta be. You know. Another good question. That's the last question right here. This is a pretty long Q&A. This is a pretty long Ask Michael episode right here. The last question right here is, hi Michael, to get your first client, do you have to meet them face to face? Also, should we become an expert before starting the agency? Because what if the prospects ask some question we can't really answer them? Thank you for the opportunity of winning this program. Thank you so much for posting this comment right here. And to answer your question, you do not have to be an expert before you start this, because I will make you an expert, okay? Once you've been through the whole program, you are basically a video ranking, video SEO, YouTube SEO, video marketing agency kind of expert. So forget about that. That's not needed at all, right? To get your first client, you have to meet them face to face. No, you do not have to meet anyone face to face if you don't want that with this program, okay? You just don't. I explained though in the program that you can, if you want, if you feel comfortable with it, and if that's what you really want, you can actually do it. Like, you can schedule appointments just like you contact them via email or something. If they're in your actual area, you can schedule appointments, go there and close them that way. You know, if you want that, if you feel comfortable with doing it, you can do that. It has never been my personal thing because other stuff is easier, but if you want to do that, do it, okay? So on that note, I'm ending this video right here. I hope you liked it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.